Hey, welcome to my journey. I thought maybe I'd bring you along with me today. I don't have much to do, but we'll get into something. It is raining, that's why I got my hat on, because I did not want to wash my hair this morning. Ooh, if y'all saw it, y'all would be like, put a hat on that thing, girl. I have my bandana on. Oh, it's beeping because I'm running into the tree limbs. I had my bandana on, but then it started pouring down rain, and so I just put my cap on because I'm going to the nursery, excuse me, pick up a few more plants. We had one set of tomatoes die. Oh, I got to plug this in my phone. I hope nobody can, hold on. Okay, nobody come up behind me, so I was good. You gonna hear her talking because I can't remember how to get there. And we go the back way. Well, we went one way last time, and
Rogers Lake Road for 1.5 miles.
And she brought us back another way. So
you're back online. You are on the fastest route. You should reach your destination by 10:21 a.m.
Yes, ma'am. So I think she's sending us the way she brought. Oh, I remember where she turned us at, but after that, I don't know. Anyway, one of our sets of tomatoes is just not going to make it. It wilts, and I water it, it comes back and it wilts. It's not holding up, so we're going to replace that one. We're going to plant it, and if they take, they take. If they don't, they don't. We're going to replace it to make sure we have enough. And then I did not get enough green peppers. I was in my mind thinking, we don't eat that many green peppers, so let's just get one set of each. You know, we got a purple, we got a green, we got a red. And then I'm like, I'm making chow chow, honey. I got to have green peppers. So I'm going to get 2 more so I can have 9 green peppers and 9 red peppers, because a batch of chow chow takes 12 of each. So I just want to make sure they put on, and if they put on more, well, we can chop them and freeze them for later use, or we might find,
turn right onto Kannapolis Parkway.
We might want to make more chow chow. I don't know. We'll just have to see, but I'm worried I won't have enough. And then 2 of my white cucumbers in one of the sets. There's 3 in the set, you know. So in 2 of them, I've got 2.
Turn right onto Kannapolis Parkway.
2 white cucumbers that didn't make it. So I'm going to replace that because I need to make my mama's white cucumber pickles. And so I got to have enough because
On Kannapolis Parkway for 1.5 miles.
you pick them small. So it's not a sliced pickle that you would let the cucumber grow and slice it. It's a whole pickle, and they need to be tiny, kinda. So it'll take a lot of those. So I need more. I don't think I don't know if I was calculating good enough or not. It's hard, since we hadn't gardened in so long, it's hard for me to get a gauge how much is going to come off of one plant. I've started this garden book. I'll show you when we get home. I started a garden book this morning so I can keep up with what we do this year, what we like, what we didn't like, what we got too much of, what we didn't get enough of, what the yield was, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna keep that up, but I just started it this morning. So David got home, and we had late breakfast. That's why I'm just now getting started going. We had our Hardee's. That's our favorite thing to do is Hardee's on Saturday morning when he comes in. That's our favorite eating out. We like to eat out other times. We like to get a fish plate or go to Sonny's or stuff, but our favorite.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto North Carolina 3 North.
Normal, everyday type thing to do is just to get breakfast from Hardee's. So we already had that, and then he has got to work on his truck. He had to put his car in the shop. It's something he could do, but it was going to be time consuming, and he's got planting to do. He's still got to fix Holly's lawnmower.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto North Carolina 3 North.
See, the thing is, I know where I'm going now. It's just when we get up through there, I got to know. Oh, I think it stopped raining. And so he said he just didn't have time to do everything. So he put his car in the shop.
3 North for 4 miles.
And he's working on his pickup today. That's where he drove. That's where he drove to work last night, was his pickup. It's got something wrong with it. But he said it's easy. The easy fix. So he's pulling that part off while I'm running my errands. I am also going to go to Harris Teeter because I was looking at their sale paper. I never look at them, and I'm changing that. I'm changing my methods. We're going to be talking about this before long. But I wanted to see what they had on sale. They've got hamburger on sale for $3.99. Now it said it's prime ground beef. Didn't give a fat percentage, but I went and looked. What is prime ground beef? I want to see if there's a fat percentage. Well, it doesn't give you one, but it says it's a excellent product. It's a step above choice, which whatever. I don't know, but it's a good product. So I'm going to get some. If they'll let me buy 10 pounds, I'm going to buy 10 pounds. And then come home and put it in the... Well, what I'll do is I'll come home and cook it with my onions. That way it'll stretch it out. And I'll get even more for my money. So I might have to buy some onions. Or else use up all I got. Yeah, I better buy some onions. Put that in my list. It's in my pocket. I got a list in my pocket. Whew. So, let's see. Yeah, I was working on a project yesterday, and it's a project, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it is going to affect my channel. I'll tell you that. No, my channel's not going away, but it is going to affect things. So that's all I'm going to tell you. Isn't that cryptic? Just be aware that a video will be coming soon. How about that? Oh, let me turn these on. There. So, let me think. Is there anything else to talk about while we are traveling down the road? Oh, yes. I was filming, must have been Thursday, a day in the life, and I was back there editing this morning, and there was times I thought I was filming and I wasn't. Okay, this is where I turned last time. I'm going to turn and let her reroute me, because I like to go this way better. Wonder if she's going to say don't.
Continue on Tuckasegee Road for half a mile.
Oh, she didn't. She just picked up the mantle and went with it. So anyway, I did go to the, I went to donate some stuff at C-Van. I got that stuff out of the building and some stuff I had collected from in the house. And
1/4 mile, turn left onto Plum Road.
well, before I donated, I went in. I went in to look at some things, and then I drove through and donated. I spent $12. Let me turn right here in a minute, and then I'll show you what I got.
Next left onto Plum Road.
Because I remember this. Me and David were trying to think when we come up here to get our stuff last week. What had we come down this exact way for? Neither one of us could think of it.
For 1 mile.
But what I found was this. Who made this? Who? Pioneer Woman. It is my new iced coffee cup. Instead of that Starbucks plastic one I carry, I got this for my new iced coffee because it's stainless steel, should hold it colder longer, hold the ice, longer. And that's my Pioneer Woman reusable striped straw fits it perfectly. Fits it perfectly. I got that. I got this pretty little lantern thing. It's like a distressed bluish grayish color, and it's pretty. Maybe I'll, if I can remember, take a picture and insert it. And then I got some file folders. These are Care Bear, 3 in a pack for 79 cents. This was $1.99. This cup was $1.99, and the little lantern was $1.99. The Care Bear folders, I like to put things in a folder sometimes to keep up with them. And then I got a Corningware piece that has a glass lid on it that's not like anything I've ever seen. It's like 10.5 by...
Turn right onto Alexander Road.
By 6 and something. It's close. It's as close to 11 by 7 as you can get. And it's got this glass lid that has what looks like bubbles in it. It is very pretty and very useful. And I got it for $3.99. $3.99.
Take the next right onto Alexander Road.
So I was thrilled about that. And then I drove through and donated. And then I was going to BJ's. And on the road to BJ's,
continue for 3 miles.
You have to, now it ain't raining again. You have to, like, you don't have to pass the Goodwill, but if you just go right down a couple blocks, when you get in it, you just keep going around the road. It takes you back to the road you were going to be on if you didn't go to the Goodwill. You're just bypassing by just a little bit. So I thought, well, while I was there, I would just go see what they had. And what did I get from there? Oh, I'm like, what did I get from there? I didn't walk out with nothing. I got a shelf. And I put it in there for Jacob's Toys. And I'll show you the before and after. It's still a bunch of shelves with a bunch of food and whatnot on it. But the toy part looks better. So I like it a lot better. And I got it for $9.99. Listen, I'm like, over all my prices. But it's, gosh, it probably come up to here on me, or round, maybe right under. And it had 2 shelves in it, so it was very, one of them particle board kind that's covered in, you know, the one, it's the shelves that's popular. But $9.99, I'm like, yes. So I had already donated everything from C-Van, so my trunk was completely empty because all my reusable bags and my garden shoes and all that kind of stuff was here in the back seat. So I done put it back there now, but it was empty. He just laid it right up in there, and it fit like a glove. So I got it home, got it cleaned up, got it set up, and I like it a lot. So that's what I did yesterday. Today I'm working on my project. I can't decide if I want to rearrange my food arrangement with my canned goods and my other goods. I just can't decide. I'm pretty sure I'm going to pull all my cans out and do an inventory. I keep a good inventory, but I still get lax sometimes, and I forget. I get busy cooking or whatever, and so I need a better, I feel like I need a better way to see all my foods. I need to put them all together, like all the beans together and all the odds and ends together. I do have all my tomatoes together, so that's easy. So I may do that today, I don't know. Whatever I get into, I'll bring you along, except my project. You can't see it yet. So, okay. Well, that's all I'm going to talk about now. And I ain't going to shoot nothing in the nursery because I've already got that filmed. Whenever we plant the garden, I will have what we bought at the nursery on the same video as when we plant. So, that's all I'll talk about for now. I'll see you for something. So I'm back from my stock up. They had this bacon, buy one get one free, so it come out to $3.25 a pound. That's the cheapest I've seen it. I can't even get it for that at Walmart. So I picked up 8 of them. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut them in half and freeze them in half pounds because we don't need a pound at a time. And then here is my prime beef. I got, let's see, that's 5 1/2, and that's 5 and almost 3/4. So I think what I'm going to do is put it in 70 point. Gosh, let's talk. 3/4 of a pound instead of a pound because I forgot to get onions and I don't want to use mine up. And I thought, well, that's a way to stretch it because you're not going to notice that little 1/4 of a pound. So I hadn't done the math, so I'm not sure how many I'll get, but we'll find out. And these were all Harris Teeter, and this was Harris Teeter. This was buy one get one free. So these were 60 cents a piece, and that's cheaper than Walmart's. And David likes the Taco Bell, and I like the mild, so we compromise on that. And then this, it was $2.84. He doesn't eat pork, but he might make an exception once in a while. But for 28 ounces of a pork roast for $2.84, I really couldn't pass that up. And then this frozen turkey, I thought was 99 cents a pound, but I guess all those were gone. That's why I went to get it, was some turkey breast. But it's still $6 and something for it was $1.29 a pound. So we'll probably have that next week. I'll go ahead and, well, just to pick, well, I told you I'm going to start, well, I didn't tell you, but I'm going to start making sure I see all the sales. So anyway, these are my stock up items. I think I did a real good job. So out of my 10 3/4 pound hamburger, I got 13 meals. So that's 2 extra meals. That is a painless way to do it because you're not going to tell the difference between 12 and 16 ounces. You're just not. No, I got 14 because I got 1 in the refrigerator for tonight. So I got 14 meals out of 10 3/4 pound of meat. So I think that's a good savings. Now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take all this bacon, I'm just going to cut it right in half. If my knife is sharp enough to cut that plastic. If it ain't, I'll get my scissors. Hold on. Just like that. Then I'm going to wrap these in a double layer of plastic wrap and put them all in the freezer. Here's all my bacon. I cut them all in half, double wrapped them in the plastic wrap. And I'm going to put these in the freezer. Now this is going to last us at least a year because we hardly ever eat bacon. We don't cook it to eat it as bacon because David stays away from it. So these are going to, I will say 9 times out of 10, be used for recipes, so cooked and crumbled. And that's probably only going to be half. And what I did the other day, was it yesterday? I needed crumbled bacon. I used what I need for the recipe, and I bagged up the rest in portions and put them in the freezer. So this will probably be half, and then the other half frozen. So 16, that'd be 32 helpings of bacon. Here's my garden book. I've already put down all my plants. So I'm putting, these are all tomatoes. It's a super fantastic. I have 6 of them. 3 of them, there's 6. The other 3, they're sick. So I just kind of put that there. We're going to plant them and just see. So, like, these are my green beans. So, this is Blue Lake. Four ounces. I kind of did that too big, didn't I? Then when we plant them, I will put how many heels we got for all the seeds. And so these are all the seeds. So I'm going to go through and do all those. So I have this deal that I just bought. And I'm going to put it in here. Let's look at that. You can tell Jacob's been over here. He's playing. This is my aloe that I got at the yard sale. It's kind of low in the pot, but I hope it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna put these in here, but first I'm gonna need to make room with some of this. There's a rock from the driveway. Oh, look how dry that is, because I haven't had a plant in it and for who knows how long. Let me put some of this over here. Now if I took out too much, I can add it back in. I do have some water down there. Let me go get my water. This is rainwater I caught earlier today. Let's see. Let me put a little bit of that back down in there, and then I'll get some of this back over. I'm gonna loosen up that root. Now I'm going to have to read about how to prune these, what will make it grow the best, because I'm not very well versed in herbs. But I've got to have this deal for my pickles, and it's going to be cheaper to grow it, if I can get it to grow, than buying those little bitty packs in the produce section. I put a sprig in each one of my jars. I do know I can take that yellow one off. I will read how much to water them, how to prune them. I'm not worried about that dirt, because Jacob, he'll splatter. Well, he won't be able to get to it after I get these back in here. Put these in here. These come from the Dollar Tree. I need more, don't I? Maybe that little aloe will grow nicely in amongst that. There, how you go? What do you know? I like it. I don't like how this is leaning though. I'll just tell you that right now. I guess it's gonna lean. Okay, well, I got that done. That feels good. Okay, I'm gonna tackle this cabinet, see exactly what we got going on in here. Now we can sort everything. Okay, so there's all my canned goods, and I definitely need to do it because I had some stuff. Now, I can't decide if I'm going to put this back in the cabinet and have to dig for it, or if I'm going to trade it out for a basket method in the other room. But I'm going to go to the other room and take inventory of what I have in there. Okay, see what I'm thinking? I could take the things out of the baskets and put them in the cabinet. Their boxes and pouches and things like that. And then make a basket dedicated, a bean basket, other vegetables, tomato products, miscellaneous, stuff like that. So I could just dig through a basket if I want beans instead of like everything. And this other stuff would just be in the cabinet where I can see it. So that's my thought process. We shall see. Okay, I got it all in there. Everything looks the same, but I have these organized better so I can get to the things that I need more importantly. Next thing I'm going to do inventory this if it is a meal like the Alfredo sauce. If it's a condiment or whatnot, I'm not inventorying it. So actually standing here talking to y'all, looks like there might be a pizza sauce and Alfredo sauce, and that's it. So I'll make sure that's on my list. Okay, I'm going to call it the day and make this a 2-day vlog because I still want to do my freezer and see if I do something else I was wanting to do. Might not be much, but I'm calling it today. All I'm going to do the rest of the night is cook supper, which is going to be Sloppy Joe's and those Trader Joe's vegetable nests, and then sit back here and piddle around, watch Criminal Minds. So that's how I'm going to end out my night. So see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Sunday. Listen to the birds. Listen to this one over here. Okay. And it rained all day yesterday. The water is still dripping from the trees because it was raining this morning. I heard it. I think it's supposed to rain off and on today maybe. But I got some projects to do. But I'm out here having my coffee. I might read a little bit. I'm do my puzzles, my Wordle and stuff, and just kind of soak in the morning because I love it. Okay, well, I just want to say hey before we get started on our day. Okay, the first thing we're going to start on today is this. This is my bread drawer. I need to go through this and get all the stale stuff out, get the stuff out that's going to go stale, try to freeze it. So I'm just going to start taking this stuff over here to the bar. Here's all the mess. Let's see. Okay, there's my bread. We'll keep that. That's how much bread I got left. These were some from the freezer, and they just didn't turn out. They're just kind of, they come from the Dollar Tree, and they're just kind of stale. So I'm going to do something with those. These I'm going to freeze. These I'm going to freeze. Okay, these are stale, so I'm going to put those with that. These I'm going to freeze. And these, let me read the date if I can. You know, tortillas last forever. 5/27, so we'll just leave those as is. And these were some I had bought for David. 4/27, but they'll last. I don't know what it is about tortillas. Let's see. Yeah, I guess they do have preservatives in them. But you know, corn tortillas will last forever. And these, I know these are okay. I still have some of those left. So we'll save the tortillas. We'll put those back. We'll put my bread back. And we're going to work on all this. So what I'm going to do, let me move these. We'll start on these bagels. See, these are all simply filling. And I just didn't eat them like I thought I was going to eat them. It just didn't happen. But I got them because I want all these, you know, simply filling options. And it turns out, if I don't do something, I'm going to waste them. So what I'm going to do is wrap each one. Look, I hadn't even opened it. Had I? Yep, I ate one. But I'm going to wrap them individually because if I eat them, I'll only eat one at a time, and put them right back in this bag, and put this bag in the freezer. That way when I want one, I can just pull one out. And that is what I'm going to do with these and with these. I got everything packaged all nice and neat. There's my bagels, my sandwich thins, and my little English muffins. I cut the tail off. It was too big. So those will be for the freezer. Now we're going to work on these hot dog buns and hamburger buns. And I'm going to make croutons because I will come more likely to eat croutons than I will breadcrumbs, because I don't use breadcrumbs a lot. So what I want to do, I'm going to, let's see. No, let me go ahead and take this apart. I have my bread knife here, hoping that's going to help. Let's see if I stack them together. If I can cut it 3 times. You can make your croutons any size, but I don't like the really big ones. Well, some of them's kind of big. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw them out here on the tray, because I've got to get started, which I should have started first, but I thought, well, we'll start here. Get this out of the way. I'm going to start defrosting my freezer, and let's see, we'll figure out something to do with that a little bit. These can just sit here and go stale. It don't matter, because we're going to make them stale anyway. So I'm going to cut up my hot dog buns and my hamburger buns and throw them all on this baking sheet. Okay, we will bake these after we do the freezer, or at least get the freezer thawing. And I saved my bags. I didn't save the other one because it was wet up in there, and I didn't want it to turn moldy or anything. But I'm saving all my bread bags for different little things. So, oh, let's go tackle that freezer. Okay, here is the freezer. There's enough in it, but it's not packed. I can organize it and be using stuff out of it, you know, before the garden hits. But you can see there's a buildup mostly on the top of ice. So I just want to go ahead while it's not too bad and get that off. So I'm going to unempty. I'm going to empty out the freezer into my laundry baskets. And of course, the baskets that are in there, I can just set out. And I'm going to get started on this. I got the fan set up, pointing into the freezer. That helps thaw the ice. I'm going to go in here and boil a pot of water to set in there. That will also help it. Now that the freezer is doing its thing, I thought I'd show you how I make croutons. I probably should split this into 2 pans, but frankly, I don't feel like messing up 2 pans. And some of these are bigger than I like, but they're like the hamburger top and bottom stuck together, so maybe they'll come apart when I mush them around. So you can do butter, you can do spray all on it, or you can do cooking spray. And I'm just going to do cooking spray. I have my glove on because I just don't like getting my hands greasy. If you've been here, you know me. So I'm just going to smoosh that around, maybe get it where I can get some other bread coated. Here, I'll spray it with my left hand, see if I can do that. It'll just help these seasonings stick. You can do them plain if you just want a plain old breadcrumb. crouton. You don't have to spray nothing on them and season them. Just toast your bread cubes. Okay, let me take that off. Now I want a little bit of onion powder. And a little bit of garlic powder. And a little bit of Italian seasoning. And I'm gonna smoosh them around. Hopefully that will help distribute that seasoning a little bit better. Now I've already got my oven preheating to 375, and we're just going to watch them. I can't give you a time. If you have less on your pan, it's going to not take as long. This is going to take longer because I've crowded my pan. But you want to go in every little bit and give them a stir. Get you a spatula, give them a stir, and you just want to toast them in the oven until they're starting to be golden brown and they're crunchy. They're dehydrated. You don't want any moisture left in them, because then they'll go bad on you. So let me stick these. Let's see. When it preheats, I'm going to stick them in the oven. Here it is, all nice and clean. Nice and defrosted. That, you see, is my inventory. So as I put this stuff up, I'll be checking my inventory. So I'm not going to film any of that. I'm just going to get it on back in here. It took about hour and a half to thaw out with the fan on it and that pot of hot water. I come over here once or twice and knock the big chunks off.
This is a reminder.
Oh.
Do you have meat to thaw?
She's asking me, do I have meat to thaw?
This is a reminder. Do you have meat to thaw?
I'd had to yell really loud for her to hear me. So anyway, let me go and load this back up and then I'll show you what it looks like. So it is amazing how nice and neat you can get a freezer when you just simply organize it. Just organize it. That's all you gotta do. So I've got a nice, accurate pantry and freezer inventory. Now let me show you what I gotta fix. This. Look at this chicken scratch. I've got so much I got to redo and make nice and neat. So I'll go in there and do that here shortly. I totally forgot to pull all this out of here and see what all this is, because I know there's stuff crammed up in there that we could be using. I know there is, so I'm going to go through this mess. Okay, a couple things I put down in the other freezer. A couple things I just had to throw away. And this, I just left it like it is because it is going to fall out. I know all of it is nuts and seeds and just stuff like that. So I'm leaving this. Now I'm through with the freezer stuff. Thank goodness. These got nice and done. Some of them more than others. And some of them were kind of soft when they came out. But as they sat, they got crunchy. I don't have anything big enough to store these in except for one of these big bags from the Dollar Tree. This might fit in a gallon bag, but I'm going to mess one up to find out when I can just go ahead and use this one. So it took me, you saw how quick it was to coat them, and then it took them, gosh, I don't know. I went in yonder and forgot about them. Maybe 7 minutes, 8 minutes, I don't know. But they're easy as pie, and you can almost call them free because they were going to get wasted and thrown away. So they're not really free, but you're getting all your money's worth of what you had already paid. So you're not losing money, put it that way. And these will be delicious on a salad. And they'll last, oh gosh, they'll last a long time because they're all dried out. there's our croutons. Well, I was fixing to go back yonder and start on that inventory sheet. Made my coffee. Walked over here and I'm like, oh, I hadn't even looked in this cabinet. I got all kind of junk in here. Stuff that I don't even come over here and look to see what I got, to see if it's even any good. If I could use it over there replacing something and not buying something new. I don't know. Here's some dried cranberries and blueberries, and I know these cranberries they're pretty old because I put them in my this says March the 9th. That's not too bad, but they're not that great in that chicken salad. And then I got marshmallows. Oh, those are hard. We'll get rid of those. Those are soft. Oh, dried cherries. Those feel nice. Okay, look. There's powdered sugar, and so is that. So keep that. Okay, malted milk powder. I made one recipe with that. Have never used it again. Allulose. This came from Trader Joe's probably 2 years ago. I was going to give it a try as a sweetener, and I never did. Look, it ran out April 2023. I wonder if it's still good. Allulose and something from stevia leaf. Yeah, it ain't been opened. I'll probably give it a try if I think about it. Monk fruit bakes like sugar. I have not used that in, gosh, I couldn't tell you when. Ooh, that expired in 2021. Oh, God. Okay, these could be Ellie Mae biscuits. Look, bought that at the farmer's market. I hadn't used it. Fried green tomato batter. Granulated garlic. I definitely used that. Okay, that is some very seized up chocolate from something. I don't want it. Oh, it was what we had left from I don't know what Halloween. We scraped it out of the bowl to save it. Oh, there's some stevia. That's different from what David uses. His is not granulated. Oh, I need to remember that. Oh, look here. 2 bags of popcorn I didn't know I had. Bag of powdered milk. So we'll put that back in there. Oh, come on now. We'll get it back in there in a minute. Okay, what is this? Nutritional yeast. I bought it for something. Ain't used it again. I don't know what to use it for. Anybody use it? Oh, instant coffee. A big old Montreal steak seasoning. I don't know why I thought I needed that unless it was... Well, I do because it's really a better deal buying the big one than them little bitty ones. So I know why I bought it. There is a salt grinder. There is some salt meal refill, sea salt. Okay. Those need to go over in the Lazy Susan. Oh, look at here. Oh, I need to wipe that out. 2 things of chicken bouillon cubes. Them come from the Dollar Tree. I remember that. Wondra. Can't get rid of that. And what is this? Oh, pumpkin spice topping. This came from Starbucks, where RJ's Holly worked. I forgot it was in here. So you can use it not just as a topping. It's got cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and clove. So you can use it for pumpkin pie spice mix. Let me take all that out. We're going to clean this out. and put it back in. Okay, there it is. All that over there is going in the garbage. Now, I don't know what I was in this drawer. I noticed some pasta and cake mixes. Oh, look. Seasoned croutons I stocked up on, and I just made some. That's okay. They're dried bread. Oh, there's some left out of a bag that I put in. These are the tortilla strips. They're good in salad. And the wonton strips, these are good in chicken soup. There's some left out of another. Oh, Lord, there's all my mince. Oh, that's for Jacob. Whatever. His other one runs low. These are, okay, I got a 0 sugar Frostings. Got some house Autry chicken. Okay, there's a 0 sugar devil's food cake. And these cakes, devil's food, funfetti, and that's probably, let's see, spice. Those are for Pound Droppers cheesecakes. So we'll put that back there. And there's another one of Jacob's candies. There's an extra house Autry. Oops, we got some runaway spaghetti down here. Well, it's actually linguine because I have more linguine that I don't know what to do with because I went into a buying spree of linguine that I thought I didn't have, and I did. Let's see what. Oh, well, I have extra spaghetti. Okay, I'm gonna put this and this behind my door. Have I shown y'all that? I'll show y'all that when I get through here. So here's, I'm gonna leave that linguine here. And the bonza chickpea. Okay, we'll do that. And the house Autry. And croutons. And we will put our other bag. I will condense that in with my homemade ones. And we'll put that in here. Oh, that looks better. This one, okay, let's go up. This was just my beans. So I've already kept it nice and neat. So all my beans are put together. Let's go up further. This is just a drawer of, so I found these at Big Lots, 90% for $1.99. That's healthy for you. It's not sweet, obviously, but whatever. I've eaten some out of one of them. That one. And then some chocolate chips and Lily's chips, and this is where all my puddings and things like that go, and David's extra gum. And these are the little baby food containers that you get at the Dollar Tree. I put packets of the sugar-free pudding in there, so when I need spoonfuls of it for recipes, I have it. So I'm leaving that alone. And then here, I think I'm going to leave it alone too, because this stuff just goes in here sideways. I've made an inventory of it before, but I'm not, oh, those are in here because I got them in case we needed them for Christmas and we didn't. But this is where all my seasoning packets go. And that's old as the hip. I'm going to get rid of that. And my Swiss Miss, and I think it don't fit. I got that to put in my pocketbook. How old is that? 724. I'm going to put that in my pocketbook. It's a chicken salad kit if I get funky feeling. I had bought that for that. I think I must have used the one that was in there and never did replace it. But this won't fit in my sweet drawer, so I'm just going to tuck it right there. So this drawer, my garlic. Let me remember I don't I have to buy them more of that. Let me put that over there in that other cabinet. So this is just going to stay the same too. All right. Well, that wasn't hard. Let me show you behind my door. Okay. Look how nice. Doesn't that look so much better? Yes, it does. Okay, so this was our next project. Food Line had chicken on sale. So I got the chicken breast for $1.99 a pound. And I got the whole chickens for $1.19 a pound. So let's come over here and I'll show you how I'm going to put it up. Ignore the TV because I'm too lazy to go over and turn it down. So I'm going to cut off all these extra little hunks of fat. And if there's anything that even remotely looks icky right here, it's coming off. Y'all know that already. Some of you are the same way because you told me last time. I'm going to go down through there. I'm going to cut that little spiny thing. I don't know what it is. It's like a little piece of cartilage that they leave on. I must need some new scissors. Now, I have found, I think these were frozen. I have found out that one breast is enough for me and David for a meal. I used to do half and half, so we'd each get a half, and it's just too much. We have too much chicken left. So now, one breast is a meal. So here I've got 3 times 4, I got 4 meals. So that's how I'm going to do the breast. Got the chicken all done. I'm going to put it in there on this tray so it'll freeze nice the way I've got it. But I did the calculations, and for 12 meals, it is $1.86. Yeah, $1.80 each. $1.80 for a meal. Now, this is the way to do it. You could make more chicken and have some left over, but I just think fresh chicken tastes better than leftover chicken because every time I have some left over, David's the one that ends up eating it. I don't. So this way we just have what we need. 2 for here and 1 for him to take. And it saves money because it doesn't get thrown away either. So there you go. Next up, we'll tackle these whole chickens. Okay, I've started cutting this open. But you know I got to have gloves on for all this. And I put it on a piece of fall because it's liquidy in there. And I don't really want that spraying all over the counter. Yeah. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take all these insides out because I don't want them. Well, maybe when I cut it, I'll get it. I need my big cutting board. Hold on. Okay, so I made a mess while I was transferring it over. I'm going to get my big scissors now. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half. Because making the whole chicken, that's going to be too much leftover chicken. So what I'm going to do, if I can find that breastbone. I can't find the, let's turn it over. Well, first of all, we take this little nubbin off. I thought these were my good scissors. Maybe they're not. Now the backs are going to go in a bag for broth making. Lord, that just cut that completely loose. So now I'm going to struggle and fight with my other 3 chickens. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to shrink wrap, because you know that's what I call it. We're going to shrink wrap our half chickens, and I'm just guessing. I tried to eyeball the right size, so wish me luck on that. So first we got to seal it. Make it close enough so there's plenty there. Okay, we got a good seal. Let me go over here and put a chicken in. Okay, so it is bigger than I need it to be. So I'll know next time to cut it. And it is moist. I think my food saver is dying on me, because that's the exact same thing it did to me on the strawberries. And I have vacuum sealed plenty of wet things. See what it's doing is sucking it up through there, and then it's not giving you. Oh, did it give me a seal? It didn't. I don't think it vacuum sealed it very well. Maybe the next one will do better, but my strawberries wouldn't work. Okay, so here's all my chicken, and every one of them sucked the juice through. My kitchen is, oh my gosh, it's a mess. There's chicken juice everywhere. But I got them, and I got a pack of backs. I only had 2 with necks, and I threw one away before I realized I should have saved it. I wasn't digging it out of the trash, I'll tell you that much. But this was, $3 and, I forgot, maybe $3.12 a meal. So that's 4 pieces of chicken, and that's including the bone, so I think that's a good deal. And that is, I don't know if I'm going to do anything else today or not. I'm really, really tired. I might just come back on and talk to you a minute. Okay, I thought I would just come in here in the bedroom and do this quick ending, because there's just more light in here. That chicken, I don't like that. I had chicken juice from one end of my kitchen to the other. If I ever do that again, it will be with a brand new pair of kitchen scissors and outside. And with a plastic bag all over. That's why I got my gown on. I had to take them clothes off. I had to wipe down everything in that kitchen. It oozed on the top of the stove, poured down the side, got in the floor. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I had a mess. So I'll do something different next time for sure. But I got it in the freezer, and I'm happy about that. So I hope you have enjoyed this 2 days with me, and I'm calling it pretty early because I'm going here and sit down and finish working on some little things I'm working on, and put Criminal Minds on TV. The race, I think it got rained out. David turned it because they were drying the tracks, so they're either racing late or it got rained out. I'm not really sure. I've been too busy. So that is all for me for these 2 days, and I'm going tomorrow to Holly's house. Instead of her coming up here, I'm going to her house tomorrow, so can't wait. Alrighty, appreciate you coming along, and I'll see you. Let's see, I don't even know. See you when I see you.